Good morning. Welcome back to another video. We are at the Home Depot. So I'm starting projects on the new house today, the new old house. I'm painting kids' rooms today. My sister-in-law is cleaning walls. So I'm here to get supplies to fill holes and spackle and do all of the things and start painting. So I'm getting a bunch of supplies and we're gonna get to work. That's what we're gonna be doing in this vlog, is working on the first couple of projects, painting the kids' bedrooms. And then on Monday, today's Saturday, and then on Monday we're going to be heading back to Idaho, Donnie and I, getting a U-Haul, loading up the house, and bringing all of our stuff to Oregon. So let's go to Home Depot and get all of our stuff. This is Berkeley's color that she picked out for her walls. Alright, here's Berkeley's room. So I'm getting ready I just took all the plate covers off. I'm getting ready to paint. And here's some spackling nail holes.
My friends and I will talk like every other day, shaking the park where all the boys are riding skateboards. They look so hot, they look so cool. Everyone is around, and that's when I saw that someone new like from around. You see on holiday, or will he stick around? He looks so hot, he looks so cool. Hope to see him in school, and now he walked up right to me, and my knees got weak and I just had to leave. It was weird, I'm so shy. You always make me blush so hard. My parents always stay on guard. I drop my cool when you're around. You are the hottest boy in town. I'm dreaming of a kiss from you and hoping it will all be true. But this is my imagination, and it's really me. I'm a girl in love. Yeah, it did happen to me.
We went to stable on the wall right here, so I don't get tell.
She's so in love, she really is. Will I get any chance to see him? That's when I saw him sitting next to me in class. I ain't ready and my heart is beating fast. She's so in love, she really is. Something happened, I couldn't speak a word now.
I'm priming the trim with some Kills primer, just because there's a lot of marks and stains. But then for the walls, I'm doing the Bare Ultra Stain Blocker Paint and Primer in one. And medicine.
Said hi, what to do? Once again, my knees got weak, I had to leave. It was weird, I said stop. You always make me blush so hard. My parents always stay on guard. I drop my cool when you're around. You are the hottest boy in town. I'm dreaming of a kiss from you and hoping it will all be true. But this is my imagination, and it's really me. I'm a girl in love. I'm a girl in love. I'm a girl in love. You always make me blush so hard. My parents always stay on guard. I'll drop my cool when you're around. You are the hottest boy in town. I'm dreaming of a kiss from you and hoping it will all be true. But this is my imagination, and it's really me. You always make me blush so hard. My parents always stay on guard. I drop my cool when you're around. You are the hottest boy in town. I'm dreaming of a kiss from you and hoping it will all be true. But this is my imagination, and it's really me.
So I did do a little bit of plastic wood on the door there. We are probably going to replace a lot of the doors in this house because whoever lived here before, I think they had a lot of kids living here, and we've talked to neighbors around us. We've gotten to know a lot of them already, and they said that there was quite a few kids, and I don't know, I don't want to talk badly just based on what we've heard from a few of our neighbors, but from what we've heard, the adults that lived here, there was like 3 families that lived in this house all together, and they were not very kind to their kids. Like in the backyard, they would smack their kids around in the yard, and I think these kids were very sad. Oh, it makes my heart hurt, but there's things carved into these doors that were also kind of disturbing. And I believe they were carved and written by these kids. So this is Berkeley's room, obviously, and this door carved like sad faces with X eyes. Right there in the center, it was carved no really big with a sad face. So obviously on day 1, I can't just like go buy a bunch of doors and replace all of them. Like, we're doing projects one by one. You know, right now I'm painting the bedrooms. That's the first thing. And then we'll have to tackle another project on another day. But for now, I just took some plastic wood and covered that up on the door for now, just to get those bad vibes not on the front of her door. So that's what that is. And then I realized I needed to have the door come off so that way I could prime like the inside of the door frame as well. I'm going to end up painting all the trim in this house because I don't love the like cream color of the trim, because I am going to be painting all the walls as well, and that cream color is just not going to go with the wall color that I'm going to do, because it's going to be like a warmer wall color, except for the boys' room because they picked out a gray for their walls. They both wanted the exact same color, which is very similar to Repost Gray, by the way, which used to be like my go-to wall color. It's called Dolphin Fin by Bear, and it's like identical. But anyway, I'm gonna end up priming and painting all of the trim in here. I love the trim. I think it's beautiful how it's done. It's just not the color that I want. So anyhow, I had Donnie take the door off so that way I could prime the inside of the door frame here. I'm not going to paint the trim today because I have 3 bedrooms to paint as well. So I just ended up getting the trim primed because trim is easy to paint. I can just pull furniture away from the wall eventually, you know, like a week from now or whatever, and get that painted. I already have the trim paint. But I just need to get these walls painted so that way we can get furniture moved in. Because right now, like I didn't want to move all of the kids' furniture in and then have to try to paint the whole room around everything. And their rooms all needed to be painted. Like our bedroom walls are fine. They don't need to be painted right away. And then as far as like living room, dining room, kitchen, all of that, it's a little bit different because it's not like full on, you know, bedroom furniture, so it's a little bit easier to just like pull the couch out from the wall and paint. So it's just a little bit different. So anyways, getting Berkeley her name, she wanted to paint her name on the wall, and then we ended up doing that with the boys too. So she's getting her name painted on the wall right now, and then we're gonna get to work on getting these walls painted. I know it looks so fast and quick and easy when I have it sped up and I'm edging all of the ceilings and the baseboards and the trim and everything like that, but I just wanted to do a little clip here of me cutting in along the ceiling in real time so you guys can see like how slow this process actually is, because I don't tape anything off ever. My stepdad used to have a like home improvement business, and a big part of that was painting, and he taught me how to paint years and years ago when we had the farmhouse. And a good paintbrush and taking your time, you can cut in and never have to tape off. You don't have to spend all that time taping everything off. And so this is the process here, and I absolutely love painting. It's like a tedious process, and after painting a ton at once, I'm like, okay, I'm never painting again. But then obviously I always end up painting again because I truly just, it's like therapeutic for me. I love it. But this is like real time cutting in on the ceiling here, and also the walls in our house are very, very textured. So you have to go over it and kind of like push the brush in to make sure you get in there very well, inside, like in the texture too. So I just wanted to include this clip showing you guys in real time cutting in on all of these edges here. Alright, all the cutting in is done, and that's kind of the tedious part. So now this is the fun part, rolling the paint on. So I did do 2 coats of paint in here, but I typically only like to film doing the first coat, because when you film doing the second coat of paint, it really does nothing. It doesn't really, it's not satisfying because it's not a big change. Like when you're going from one color to the other, you can actually see it and it's nice to watch, but I don't like to film the second coat. So first coat of the purple is going on, and it's such a beautiful color. Berkeley picked such a good lavender color. I think she did such a good job picking this color. It's absolutely beautiful in person, and it goes so well with all of her decor and her bedding and everything, like everything she already had. And then we did get her a rug on Amazon, and it is identical, pretty much identical to her wall color too. So you guys will end up seeing all of that in a later video. We've been working on her room and it's looking so good, but my mom was here at the time working on, I think she was working in the yard with the kids or working on something. I don't remember what she was working on, but she was here this day while I was working on painting, and so she was done and she came in to hang out with me for a little bit before she left. So she's in here sitting on the floor, and then Berkeley came in and wanted to roll some of the paint on the wall, and she did that for a little bit, but we're gonna get these walls all rolled.
I can pick you up when you're heading down. When it all just sucks, I'll be your Charlie Brown. You can make me laugh when I wanna cry. In a world of men, we're on an all-time high. Oh, 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 oh. You and I till the end, don't need to pretend. Again and again, we'll stick together. Everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye, we'll stick together. And it wouldn't be the same without you. We have got so many stupid things together. You're the only thing I'm holding on to. Anywhere and everywhere.
First coat in Berkeley's room is done. It's very purple, but it's so cute. All right, this is Braden's room.
Everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody.
Okay, so we're in Braden's room working on this now, and I still have to do the trim in Berkeley's room, but trim can be done, like move furniture out of the way and do trim, but we're just trying to like get walls done. So when we move all of our stuff here in a couple of days, the walls are done. We're like on a time crunch here. We've got a whole lot of stuff going on that I can't film everything, but because there's only one me, a lot of other people, moving parts, you know, so there's like the people before us had some weird stuff on the windows in here that Donnie's gonna have to use like a scraper to get off because it's on the outside. So that is gonna get done at a later time, and then I'm gonna paint the trim in here at a later time too. So like the windows are like a bunch of the paint is like scraped off, so that's not getting done right now. But I'm just gonna paint the walls in here right now. So the color is Dolphin Fin by Bear. And I'm gonna cut in all of the edges and then roll the walls, and then Brody's room will be next. So while I'm working on painting the boys' rooms here, I figured I'd tell you some of our plans. So when we were looking at this house, before we even came and saw it in person, when we were just looking at pictures of it from our realtor, we were looking at it as a family, and the kids had their rooms literally picked out before we came and saw it in person. And so the boys had these rooms picked out with these smaller, old school, like original windows. And so one of our plans is to replace these windows with like full-size, newer, you know, energy efficient, regular windows, let more light in and not feel so much like a prison type window, just like up at the top of the ceiling. They are really cool, a lot of character. I think they're awesome, but it does make the rooms feel small, and they don't let a whole lot of like natural light in. So luckily Donnie knows how to do everything, as well as my father-in-law. So that is up there on our priority list, is putting in bigger, newer windows in the boys' bedrooms. So that is one thing that we're going to be doing soon. We have so many projects we want to do in this house, and that is one of the reasons why we wanted to buy an older home that was a fixer-upper, is because we love doing that stuff. I know you guys mostly just see me because this is my YouTube channel and I'm the one documenting, you know, my life, but Donnie loves that kind of stuff too. Obviously, you guys see him building stuff and doing that kind of stuff with me along the way over the years, but we absolutely just love making things our own. And so these last like almost 2 years living in a rental where everything was white and we couldn't do anything to any of it was a little strange for us, but it was time well spent. No regrets. We absolutely loved our time in Idaho, and you know, there's a season for everything, and it was amazing. But we definitely learned that, which we knew it was going to be a little weird, like being in a house that we couldn't do any projects in because we've rented before we owned a home. We rented plenty of houses, but once we owned a home and we were able to do all those projects and we really like learned how much we love doing all the projects and the DIYs, and just that is, especially me, that is just my element. I absolutely love creating, and I don't know, I've always been like artistic, and in school I was in like AP art, and I don't know, I just have always just loved that kind of creativity kind of stuff. And so, you know, once we owned our first home, the farmhouse, and we got our hands on all those projects, it's like just something we absolutely love to do. So being back in our element and being able to do all this stuff is just so nice. It's a huge project, obviously, but you know, one thing at a time, and it's not overwhelming that way. This house was move-in ready, not move-in ready because it needed to be cleaned very badly. The people that lived here before us, let's just say it seems like they never once cleaned ever in the years that they lived here. So there has been so much scouring, scrubbing. I'm talking industrial floor scrub brushes, scrubbing walls with industrial scrub brushes, every nook and cranny and baseboard, like insane, just filth. So very grateful for my sister-in-law and just everyone that's been helping get this place cleaned up. But we've been cleaning as we go, unpacking, and it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work, but seeing in my, you know, my vision, it's probably never going to be like an end goal vision, because that's the fun part of obviously like owning a home, is you can forever do whatever you want to your house. But having a fixer-upper like this, it's just a blank canvas. You can just do whatever you want to it, and it's just so fun to be back getting my hands dirty and painting and having the kids involved and them picking their colors and, you know, making all these plans to do this, that, and the other thing. And it's just making plans right now and having a list of things we would like to do in the future, and it's just so awesome, and I'm so excited to share it all with you guys. So I hope you are excited as well. I know so many comments, the majority of the comments, you guys are like, yes, like we are so here for this, we are so back. So I'm really excited that you guys are excited, and I just feel so just back in my element at home, and not just being back in a house that I can get my hands dirty in and do all these projects, but also being back in Oregon. I truly never thought that I would want to come back because I was so set on like getting away from the rain and all that, but truly the summers in Oregon are incredible, and I honestly took for granted how incredibly beautiful it is in the Willamette Valley. The Pacific Northwest in general is one of the most beautiful places in the entire world, or in the entire country. I guess I can't say the entire world because I have not traveled the entire world, but the entire country, okay? I have traveled all over the United States, but Pacific Northwest. But in specific, the Willamette Valley in Oregon is something else. If you have never visited, you should visit. But the reason that it's so beautiful and lush and green is because of the rain. And it does not rain all the time. I mean, year round. It does rain a lot. It is a wet climate. But because of that, it is so incredibly green and beautiful. And spending the last almost 2 years in the high desert, you know, where it's flat and dry, and the trees in southwest Idaho are landscaped unless you're right on the Boise River, like directly on the greenbelt. Everything else is just pretty much landscaped. And it's just completely different landscape there, like compared to here. And so coming back after being there for almost 2 years, it was almost like it felt like I wasn't from here. Like when we first came back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how beautiful it is here. It's like you don't even realize it when you're here and you see it every day, and you know, I lived here since I was 16 years old. I don't know, it's just something that I feel like I will never take for granted again. The beauty of this place, and then also having all of our friends and family here, and you just can't replace that. Not that we were looking to replace that elsewhere, but you know, we moved, we did what we wanted to do for a very long time, and you can always go home. That's the thing. And we said that from the beginning as a family, like, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to try it, and we can always come home. And here we are, we came home. And my sister is still in Idaho. They didn't move to Idaho because of us. I already answered that in the first moving video that I posted, the one before this. They absolutely love it there, have no intentions on coming back to Oregon, but they also don't have like their entire family like we do here in Oregon, and like a massive huge friend group like we do. It's just totally different for them here in Oregon than it is for us, if that makes sense. And they also have other family in Idaho too, so it's just a little bit different. So now we'll just be able to do like a, you know, 7.5 hour drive, go visit them and other friends and family there as well, and just see everybody all at once. Anyways, long-winded, but just wanted a little chit chat and tell you guys the plans with the boys' windows. That's just one of the many things we have planned for this place, and I'm just so happy and feeling very grateful, and I'm so thankful for all of you being here and watching, because you guys watching my videos is hugely going to be a reason why and how I'm going to be able to do these projects and be able to share them with you. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for continuing to click on my videos and watch them, and you know, being so supportive and being here all of these years, cheering me on, and yeah, I'm just really, really grateful for you guys. And even if you're new to my channel, I just appreciate anyone and everyone that's here watching and supporting my channel, because you guys are the ones that make it possible for me to be able to do this as my job. And I truly enjoy making these videos, and these are the types of videos that I love doing the most. And now that I am able to do them again, my heart is just so freaking happy, because you know, if you get to do something that you love and you enjoy as your job, it's just, that is, you are rich in life right there. It doesn't matter the money that you make. If you get to do what you love every day, then that is the best thing in life. So thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get back to work. Let's let the music play. Let's get to work. Good morning. I look so tired because I am so tired. I stayed up till 2 a.m. working on this room, Brody's room. He's in here with me now, but I did roll that wall behind you and then this wall over here. I trimmed everything out, or cut in on everything, and then I rolled those two walls. Don't on the face. We got Nerf wars going on. Yeah.
Can you buy some stickies?
What stickies?
For like carpets, because mine is.
Oh yeah, I have some.
Okay.
We can go up there and do that.
Okay, because it's kind of moving around.
Yes, we can do that. So I rolled.
So for everyone.
Yeah, we need that for everyone. So I gotta do Braden's too.
Okay.
But it was so late, the kids had gone to bed last night, so Brody did not get a chance to paint his name on the wall before I started painting, so I left this wall blank. I just cut in all the edges. So Now it's morning. It's 9:10. We slept in a little bit because actually my alarm went off at 7 and I stayed in bed till 8. But he's gonna paint his name now, and then I'm gonna roll that wall and do a second coat on those walls, and then do this wall over here, and then Donnie and I are gonna take off back to Idaho to get all our stuff, get the U-Haul and all that. So I got paint out. You ready to do your name?
Yeah.
Okay. Got Rango. We got a pile of stuff here in the middle of the room. We got Rango in his tank, and he's watching me paint last night. But are you gonna do it over there?
Yeah.
In that little cubby? Okay, let's move the camera.
Wait, that's there. Hey, wait, I'm like you just don't care.
Guys. This funky little sink is coming out. No idea why it's here, but we're gonna take that out and do built-in shelves for Brody to display his Godzillas and dinosaurs and stuff. So that'll be a project at a later date. So here's a little sneak peek of the dining room and the stairs. I love the stairs. So this is the dining room. Donnie's in here scrubbing walls. I said Donnie's in here scrubbing walls.
Scrubbing away.
This is actually going to be a butler's pantry eventually. For now, we're just gonna put in some shelving in here that we already have. This whole house is a big project. I'm gonna keep saying that over and over, but this will be a project. We're gonna turn this into open shelving and shelving down here for storage and whatnot. But it's gonna be a big walk-in pantry. I think it was an office maybe, or a little dining room. There's this little nook hole thing right here. Berkeley says it's a drive-through.
Ding ding.
Yeah, Berkeley says it's her McDonald's drive-through window. But yeah, there's no actual pantry, so we're gonna make this into a big pantry, and then dining room here. I love it. My project. I think the kids. My nephews are out there sitting by the fire pit. Lots of projects to do. All right, I'm all done in Brody's room, and my mom is off to take the kids to do some fun stuff for the next couple of days, and then stay here with them. And Donnie and I are getting ready to head out back to Idaho, get all of our things, and bring them to our new house, our new to us house. So I'm gonna go start a new vlog And actually I'm probably gonna start it tomorrow. I have the worst headache right now from just a lack of sleep and so much work. The last couple of days I am so sore, but we got the kids' rooms all painted and so much cleaning and scrubbing and work done around here. The people that lived here before us, very, very dirty. They left this house very, very, very filthy. So we are deep cleaning like you've never seen before. It is so much work, so much scrubbing and cleaning and so much work. But we're gonna get it done. So teamwork makes the dream work, baby. That's gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for hanging out with me and working on getting my kids' rooms painted, and now it's time to move in. So I will see you guys again very soon in my next video for a moving vlog number 2. Bye.